going to show you my bookshelf. We'll see how fast I can film this because I have to leave soon since I'm dog sitting. So we'll start with my favorite one, my literal pride and joy. So this is the main bookshelf in the apartment. It's made up of these wooden crates that we got on sale from Joann's for like $2 a piece or something like that. Turns out Joann's is going out of business, so that's probably why they were on sale for so little. Sorry, I had to clean my screen. But the pride and joy of my pride and joy is my Alice in Wonderland collection. I have 2 shelves. So this is the first shelf of my collection. This is more of like the display shelf. So obviously I have my 2 Funko Pops, Alice and the Cheshire Cat. I got this from Savers many years ago. I just thought it kind of fit the vibe. It's more like fairy tale, like fairy than Alice in Wonderland, I guess, but I don't know, I liked it. And behind here I have these Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards that I got in Mystic, Connecticut years ago. And I have a ton of editions of Alice in Wonderland. So this is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. This is one of like the Barnes & Noble special editions. I'm sure you probably know. Poor Alice. Recognize it. And then on top, this is the first Alice in Wonderland book I ever got. It's just Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I've read that several times, both of them obviously. And here's another edition. Actually, well, there's 2 more here, obviously. You know what? Is this going to turn into a video of me just showing off my Alice in Wonderland stuff instead of the rest of my bookshelf? Maybe I'll just do like, yeah, maybe I'll just show you my Alice collection today, and then in the next video I'll do like my entire bookshelf. So if you go down and to the right, that's where the second Alice shelf is. This one is more of a functional shelf than a display shelf. This is obviously Taylor Swift's Not Alice in Wonderland. I got this from Katie for Christmas and I love it. Also, Taylor Swift does have the song Wonderland, and she clearly has a lot of Alice in Wonderland inspirations in her songs, so I thought it still fit, and plus it like matched the color scheme. I also have this bag, has a puzzle in it that I did years ago. It's from my Auntie Kim got me this like book subscription box, and it was in one of the boxes. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Alice books down here. One of them, this one, was a present from Dina for Christmas this year. So I have 2 presents from friends on this shelf. And then this is my Alice in Wonderland cookbook. So I think I'm going to get my tripod to show you what the inside of these books look like. Oh, but first I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is my Nancy Drew collection. I need to expand it, obviously, because I only have up until book 8. And in the middle of my 2 Alice shelves, I have this little cute flower shop thing with a rabbit in here, because, you know, Alice in Wonderland plus rabbit. And then I also have this one on my Nancy, but even though it's on the Nancy Drew, it's still kind of supposed to be with the Alice display, and so that's why they're like next to each other. I got both of those at Savers, and I love them. Okay, I have you on my tripod, so now we'll just flip through some of these real quick. Oh, this one I also got in Mystic, Connecticut when I got the Oracle. I think that's actually where I also got the Alice Funko Pop. So, oh wait, no, this isn't from Mystic, Connecticut. That was the other one that's down there. And this one I got at Illume Books in Newburyport with Dina. As you could hear from the crack of opening this, though, I haven't actually used this one yet. I just like to collect different editions of Alice in Wonderland, obviously, but I liked the cover and the black and white of it. So this one is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. I got this at Barnes & Noble, I'm guessing by the book annex sticker that I should take off at some point. But I like how this has like the thick paper, and it's just really colorful compared to some of the other ones I have. Now, this is the one that I've gotten the most use of because this was my first copy, and it's the one where this is the one that I go to when I actually read the book. But now that I have so many editions, I'll definitely use one of the other books for my next reread. But for me, this is like my OG Alice in Wonderland book. Just the black and white pictures, standard Through the Looking Glass and regular Adventures in Wonderland. Oh, and this is the bookmark I would always use with it. Finally, I don't know how easy this will be to hold up. This is the giant Barnes & Noble Special Collector's Edition. The shiny spine, it's so beautiful. And I have used this one actually, I was in the middle of, because this also has other Lewis Carroll stories in it besides Alice in Wonderland. Obviously it has a lot more than, whoa, didn't mean to hit the camera. It has a lot more than the others. This is more text-based though. I think Alice in Wonderland is the only one that has pictures in this. So that was the first shelf. I'm going to put that back together and then show you the books in the second shelf. I almost forgot to show. I have this Alice in Wonderland clock that Aaron got me for my birthday last year. But it goes on the side because it doesn't really, it kind of sits weird in the front. So it's next to the Nancy Drew collection. So the first one I'll show you is the one that I got from Dina for Christmas. This is my newest one. Beautiful. I think this is the most colorful one, so I love that. Yeah, look at that. I love the pictures. Maybe this will be the one that I use for my next reread. Also, the text is bigger, which makes it way easier. But yeah, so this has like modernized pictures, which is really cool. Instead of like the standard Lewis Carroll drawings. I also love the inside jacket. I think this is the only one that has a jacket like this, so that's pretty cool too. Croquet, Duchess's house, the Rowan room for the Queen of Hearts. And next to that is my Alice in Wonderland official cookbook that I got from Barnes & Noble. It has stuff like an Ocean of Tears blue drink, pastries, I believe, oh, this has artichoke dip and fruit stuff. I believe it's mostly drinks and pastries, and most of it is vegetarian too, which is nice. I have to actually make something in one of these. Fairy cake butterflies. Yeah, so one day when I have energy, I'll have maybe like some sort of gathering where everybody makes an Alice in Wonderland recipe. Now this one I got at Barnes & Noble with Dina when I first moved into my apartment with Aaron. It's another nice colorful one. These look like original Lewis Carroll drawings. I like the little margins too. Also, I love how I think like all of them have this little ribbon to bookmark, which is nice. So that's my purple one from Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble has so many collectors of editions of classic books, so I really like that. Apparently this one's also Barnes & Noble, which I don't remember getting this one, but this is one of the ones that's like soft cover. Nice inside cover. Has the drinking potion on the front, and this also has Through the Looking Glass. This also has the black and white photos. This is one of the black and white ones. Oh, and it does have a bookmark ribbon. This might be easier for one of my next reads to the next time I read it, since this is flexible and the other ones are all hardcover, so maybe I'll go for this one. And then the last one I have is Alice's Adventures Underground, which is the original manuscript. I got it at the Alice in Wonderland store in Mystic, Connecticut. Oh, yeah, so when I got the Oracle cards and the Alice Funko Pop in Mystic, Connecticut, I forgot to mention, it was at this Alice in Wonderland themed store. That was so cool. I want to go back there now that I'm thinking about it. It had all Alice in Wonderland stuff, obviously, and it had a little cafe attached. It was amazing. So yeah, this is supposed to be like the original manuscript. Maybe that's young Alice. It is slightly weird that he wrote a book about his neighbor. Or, so, you know. But yeah, so this is like behind the scenes, sort of. Well, it starts off with behind the scenes, talking about how Alice in Wonderland came to be. So maybe this will be my next read. Who knows? The Nursery Alice. I don't know about that. And then, there we go. So this is when we get to the original manuscript. Alice's Adventures Underground. And this is cool because it's literally like a copy of the original manuscript. Like, it's the handwriting and everything. I can't get it to focus. And the picture. Yeah, he was for sure on something when he wrote this. I think it was shrooms. You can tell from the pictures. But this could be my coolest one I have because it has the original manuscript in it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed viewing my Alice in Wonderland collection, aka, again, my pride and joy. And then next, I will show you the collection of the rest of my less special books. No offense to them. The Nancy Drew ones are special too. But yeah, that was my Alice in Wonderland collection. And now everybody knows the ones that I have, so if they want to get me more, they know which ones they can get me, or which ones not to get me. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you love Alice as much as I do.